One of my fondest memories of growing up is going to the Pacific Coliseum to see the Vancouver Canucks play hockey games. Vancouver was my favorite team. And I'm 55 years old. I was born in 1966. So my earliest memories of going to games, I remember my first game ever, which was 1974. I'm not going to tell you the story. There is one, but another story for another day. But whether you went to games in 1970, like this program is from, or you went to games in 1974 or 1978, it didn't matter. I think if you grew up in Vancouver and you did go to the Coliseum, you have a couple memories of going to games. And a big one, for me anyway, is when you walked inside the Pacific Coliseum. It's not like arenas now where you have to walk in and then you go up an escalator and you go through doors and you go somewhere else and then you're in the arena. The Coliseum was pretty much ground level. You walked in and you saw the ice. But I remember it's the smells, right? The smell of the popcorn, the chatter, like the buzz, the sound of the puck careening off the boards during the pregame warm-up is usually when we walked in. But the biggest memory I have is of a guy right as you walked in, standing on kind of a platform, selling programs. Programs, get your programs. That was the hawk. That was what they were chirping. And I remember in particular, the Vancouver Canucks had really fantastic programs. It was always the cover that you saw when you walked in, and it always grabbed me, and I always bought one. I was more excited sometimes about buying a program than I was about going to the actual game. Anyway, okay. So what I should say is, and also what you could do that during that era of the 70s at the Coliseum is you could actually go right up to the glass, which is not as nearly as high as it is today, and there was no meshing. And if you bought a program or you had a piece of paper or whatever, you could hang it over the glass, and as players would skate by, most would stop and sign your program. Now, I don't know if this is how this one was signed, because it's mostly team signed. It's possible that the original owner of this could have gone into the dressing room or met the team at, when they were at their hotel, or it could have been during a practice, what have you. But this is a very, very cool item. So this is from the second game ever that the Vancouver Canucks played on October 11th, 1970 against the Toronto Maple Leafs. And keep in mind that prior to the 1967 expansion, when the league went from 6 teams to 12 teams, Vancouver didn't get their team until the next round of expansion, along with Buffalo in 1970. So although Toronto had been through Vancouver to play exhibition games and things like that, there's a big difference between training camp, exhibition games, and the regular season. So generations of Vancouverites had been waiting for the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens to come to town. You were generally a fan of one or the other, and if you liked Toronto, you hated Montreal, and if you liked Montreal, you despised Toronto. This, as I said, is from game number 2, October 11th, 1970, and it is loaded with fantastic signatures. I'm going to move it over here and move the phone back. I'm making this one by myself today, so it's a little hard to accurately pinpoint things, but there is Jacques Plante right there, right where my hand is. What a gorgeous signature of one of the greatest goaltenders of all time, right there. Underneath Mr. Plante is, the camera can get it. Can the camera see? Sorry, hope I'm not making anybody throw up here. Right there is Daryl Sittler. Now, the Leafs were on the road here. This was the Canucks' second game ever, so I'm, without checking, on Google or something, I'm assuming this could have been the Toronto Maple Leafs' first game of 1970, making that, obviously it's Daryl Sittler's rookie year, but that might have been Sittler's first NHL game. So not only are Sittler and Plante on this program, but Bruce Gamble is right there. Another very popular, the backup goaltender in the Leafs, but a very popular signature. There is Dave Keon, who was one of my favorite players. I love Stan Mikita. I love Dave Keon. He had a great autograph. Look at the penmanship of all these signatures. Not like scribbles today. These are fantastic autographs. There's Brian Glennie, among others. So we will take, Ron Ellis is right there, I believe. We'll take a really good look at this program after we make the video. This will be for sale, there's Plante again, on eBay under my user ID, which is Vahoota, Vahoota. This is probably going to go on as a buy it now. Most of the time we run auctions. This item and the others I'm about to show you are on consignment. They were given to me today by a gentleman. I couldn't wait to rush home and make this video. Here is the consignment contract. Whoa, okay, let me just make sure that's all good. That's the consignment contract. And the owner of the program also gave me 3 cards to sell on consignment for him. And it's always a great feeling when someone consigns with us. I'm very passionate about this, and I can't wait to get home and sell these for the gentleman, and I hope he does really, really well. All 3 of these cards, however, have to go through the grading process. Not every card needs to be graded. These 3 do, and for different reasons. I'm gonna come back to those in a minute. So this is a 1966 Topps Mickey Mantle. And I thought it was the O-Pee-Chee version, but it's actually the Topps. And the card itself is childhood card. It's not high grade. So we're not going to get the card graded. We are going to get the autograph authenticated. Hopefully it comes back as real. And when it does, we will auction the card on eBay under Vahoota, Vahoota. That's me. And, you know, we'll sell it as a 1966 Mickey Mantle autographed card. So there's that. But then I was thinking which card, I wish I could do like an online poll and see which card people would rather have. Like if you could only choose one of these, which one would you pick? I can tell you which one I'd pick. I'm not going to. Wonder if you can guess. Let's start with the Orr rookie card. So it's missing his nose, which, you know, isn't great. And it's got paper loss on back. But a Bobby Orr rookie card is on the Mount Rushmore of important hockey cards. It is very sought after regardless of condition, and we will get this graded by PSA. It's probably going to come back as an A, PSA A authentic. I don't know if it will get a letter grade, but an Orr rookie is always a treasured card to hold and to sell. And then the other card in the collection is a really, really nice Wayne Gretzky rookie card. And the owner of the card and I sat and we talked about this card for a minute, and he was asking me what I thought it would get. And I'm not the best person to answer that. I don't know how anybody can sit and look at a card and say it's going to come back this or that. I'm sure there's people that are, you know, so well versed in it that they're probably right more often than they're not. It's a really nice card. You know, I hope it, I'm thinking, if I have to say, I'm thinking probably a 6.5. I don't know how close we can get in there without glare. It is a really, really nice card. It's not a first print, but it's sharp, it's crease free, nice clarity. And so we will get that graded by PSA for the gentleman. And when all 3 of these cards come back, we will auction them on eBay under Vahoota, Vahoota. So again, you know, I always say it, but believe me, I mean it. If anyone across Canada is sitting here and watching this video, thank you for watching them, by the way, and you have vintage material or you have high-end modern, which, you know, we take very, very seriously, and you want to sell your collection, you're at the point where you want to take advantage of the strong market, or you're just ready to sell, but you don't necessarily want to sell yourself for whatever reason. You don't have the experience or the know-how, you don't have the time. We can help you, and we can purchase your collection outright for cash. But truthfully, more and more of our business right now is in consignment. And why sell to one person when we can help you expose your cards to the widest audience possible, which is on eBay. We've been on there 23 years. We have a really good reputation. I think we do a really good job of item descriptions, photos. We package up, we ship. Once you deliver your cards to us or you send them to our secure shipping, that's not a facility, our secure shipping outlet address, your work's done. We do everything else. And, you get the US exchange added to your payout. I think it's the way to go. Again, we will always buy collections or cards from people. It's a big part of our business, but consignment is growing. And, we can help you get market value. And why shouldn't you try to get as much as you can for your cards? We auction cards, we let the market decide the value, we let the highest bidder win, and we would love to do it for you. So thanks again for watching, everybody. Please like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching my video. And again, I'd love to hear from you if you want to sell your collection or consign. Vahoota on eBay, VAHOOTA, aasportscards.com. Thanks for watching, and I hope I talk to you about your collection very soon. Have a great day. Take care.